Let's say you are getting comfortable with the changes in your lifestyle and eating habits. You've mastered it, and as long as you are in your own bubble, everything works perfectly. What if you have challenges thrown on your way? What happens then? Will you be able to stick to your plan and routines, or will you steer away from the chosen course? Let's think about what those situations might be. You are invited to a gathering that you know won't cater for your needs. You're traveling, you are in the hospital, you are confronted by your friends, colleagues, and family. You are told to live a little. I'm sure you all know that one. I definitely do. People will demonstratively eat what they think you are missing in front of you and making comments like, oh, that tastes so good. You don't know what you're missing. Now, how will you react in such a situation? Will you be able to stay true to your values? There is a crucial element that will enable you and empower you to stand your ground, and that's your self love, self confidence, your established goals, your why, and therefore your intrinsic motivation. Without those things, whatever advice, tips, or tools I or anyone else give you, you would still be prone to giving in and letting yourself be influenced by others. If you have the truth in your heart and in your mind, and you do what you do out of love for yourself and not out of fear or because you want others to perceive you in a certain way, nothing can mislead you. You know where you stand, and you choose to stand there with people who respect your choices and decisions. In the membership area, I talk about the fear of losing connection with those you love and the uncertainty that comes with it, and how it can become the greatest obstacle, even. And yes, we do need a community. Studies show that loneliness actually can kill. Now, how can you go about people who make fun of your lifestyle changes or overall don't understand the need for it? The key here is communication, always. You need to speak openly what's in your heart and mind instead of letting others guess or trying to assume what other people think. Have an open conversation with them. Tell them where you are and why you need those changes. If they love you for who you are, they will understand and will try to catch up with you. If you're not honest with them, you will deny them that chance. If people who you can't avoid keep criticizing you for your choices, it's important to address this openly. Very often, when people make remarks, we don't say anything, ignore it, hide it in order to avoid conflict, and therefore we feed this kind of behavior. On the other hand, when they are openly confronted in a positive and heartfelt way, they come to realize the damage they might be doing. The thing is, quite often the people who negatively comment on your choices feel attacked themselves. They might feel that you consider yourself better than them. They may even deep down know that some changes are necessary in their own lives, but they are not ready to deal with it. So they end up justifying their ways and ridiculing yours. Do you have this knowing, this certainty and confidence in you? Maybe you need to work more on self love and finding the inner motivation. If so, don't be afraid to dive deep. It can be hard, but extremely rewarding in the long run. Let's say you have got your inner world in the right place and you're ready to go into battle, so to speak. In this case, I'd like to arm you with some tools for different situations. Now, your health is a thing that matters the most. So consider not eating food just to please others. Talk to your friends and loved ones about the change in your diet and the reasons behind it. Reassure them that it's not about attacking their habits, but about you feeling better and being happier. Describe the changes you've already experienced and how much better you feel. Furthermore, ask them to support you through this journey. or tell them how much you'd appreciate it if they supported you getting healthy. Now, I can't imagine anyone refusing such a request. There are always going to be people who understand your switch in thinking, and they will be as excited as you are about the change. However, you are also going to come across people with hostile attitudes. They can attack your lifestyle and even ridicule you. Generally, it's not a good idea to overwhelm people with the details about your new and healthier habits. Unless, of course, they are genuinely interested or unless you love to argue. Letting other people be who they choose to be will help you avoid unnecessary stress. In the membership area, I cover topics such as visiting a friend or family member who won't prepare anything special for you, for when you are the host, when you might need to travel or eating out, and dealing with the medical system even. I dive into the importance of your environment in order to stay on track and how to change it if it tends to drag you down. Anyhow, I want you to be prepared for challenging situations. So here's your homework. Consider your life, the events and situations that you know come up or may come up, and develop strategies. But before you do that, write out your why again, because this is the first thing I'd invite you to remind yourself when faced with demanding circumstances. It could be a family dinner, birthdays, any holidays, colleagues cornering you at work, any other social pressure you might experience, eating out, traveling, conferences and trainings, and so on. You can go into great detail about the situations. There might be something that you've already experienced but wasn't equipped at that time. If you know that it can happen again, create a very specific strategy and maybe even rehearse for it or visualize it. When you do that, it will be as if you actually experienced it, and when it happens again, the energy will already be familiar to you and it will be much easier to handle. So, draft a strategy for every situation that you choose to write down. When something happens that didn't cross your mind, write it down afterwards and think of a way or different ways you could have handled it so that you'll be prepared for next time. I wish you a great time doing some strategic planning and see you in the final video.